Other than Alexander, does anyone have a sales call to review? And nope. Wonderful. Let the guys who like to hog. Alexander, which one am I reviewing?
The first one. You won't be able to open the second one, I think. So do the first one.
Okay.
I felt like shit in this call. It was really strange.
Cool. Moritz, I need to speak to you after this call, okay?
Yes, we can do.
We can do, for sure. I just know where this call is going to go, like 100%.
You know it? No, you don't. You have no idea.
Hey, dude. You wanna jump on this call?
Can you hear me?
No, something else. It's a lead generation thing.
Lead generation?
Yeah, I think.
Or
Just do like times 2 or something.
Just listen. I know you've done stuff like that in the past. All right, go on, Alex.
Perfect. Okay. So at the beginning, the way we get started is, first of all, I just need to find out if you're a good fit for the business. So I'm gonna ask you guys. Oh, hi man.
Hi.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
guys-
Bakar, this is Alex. Alex is trying to sell me a lead generation service, right?
What's your name?
Wakar.
Wakar.
Ricard and K. Nice.
You have to watch it in boring speed.
So first of all, before I try to sell you anything, I need to find out if you're a good fit for me and for my business. And I need to find out
What the fuck is this doing?
if
put it
there's a
down to
way that I can help you with. So
Huh?
Put it on 360p. The resolution. And then you can play it out at decent speed.
But then Alexander's going to become even more unattractive.
I don't think it matters. He's already in the fucking crucibles of hell, isn't he?
I really appreciate it, guys. I really do. So I'm gonna start off with asking you a couple of questions to see if you're a good fit.
Before you start, I want to ask you if you're a good fit for us. How many people have you signed up for this program?
How many people have signed up?
Yeah.
It has been 237 so far, 37 in this year.
So
In
237.
Canada or where?
Around the world. Somewhere in Europe, some in Canada, some in US. Mostly Canada.
Let's talk about Ontario specifically. How
Ontario,
many in
yeah.
Ontario?
How many in Ontario? I'd need to check the system. I don't know off the top of my head, but probably like 3 to 5.
I've
Approximately,
gone through.
Like how many?
like 3 to 5 approximately.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the reason why I asked, brother, is because I've like actively used lead generation programs.
Yeah.
They all start with the same questions you're asking me and Coyote, right? Like if we are the right fit, da 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 da. Like I know the whole script, I know everything, and I 100% agree with the question if we are the right fit, because I know there's agents who don't follow up with leads and this and that. So avoid all of that. I'll tell you one thing, like we've done a lot of business and we are at a place where we're successfully closing deals on a monthly basis. So we don't, necessarily, we want a company, like we have 2 other companies that we're using, right? And we're adding a 3rd one to it. The reason being is we want more work, we can handle more work, our team is growing, right? My concern is I've paid big money for leads, right? Some companies, like Agent Locator, Mankind Media, KV Core, all these companies. So these companies have done good for us. It's been like a roller coaster. Like some months are good, some months aren't, right? And we don't want to. Like I had the worst experience I had was with KV Core, which was a company that told us we will get leads, this, that. We bought the program and then we had to pay extra for leads. So the number one thing, to be honest, what we want is, we want only seller leads, in primarily GTA, preferably Durham. Now, I know you might already have agents in Durham or certain areas like that, but if we can't find anyone who can generate us leads that provide us leads for sellers, like we want to go straight into a listing appointment. We don't want to do the the nitty-gritty detail of following up nonstop. Like we want your easy user interface to take care of all of that, because
These guys are spastic.
What was I supposed to do? Like, shut the fuck up. Let me tell you. What should I tell him?
He's lazy. He doesn't want to do any fucking work. He's just saying, I want to go straight to the house and sign a contract. He's retarded.
Yeah,
So-
Ishmael, sorry, quick question. So then if we see people like this that like ask so much, like it's like only sellers, and then they're like expecting us to do all the work, is it even worth giving them a whole presentation and working with them in the first place?
Bring them back down to earth. People who work hard make a lot of money. I've got clients who work very hard, they make a lot of money. And I've got people who think everything can be done for them and money falls on their lap. I really hope you're not that type of person. Then you shut the fuck up and enjoy the silence. And then they'll say they're ready to work.
Okay.
if we're willing to pay the money, no problem. But we want it at a point where we say, hey, this person wants you to come by their house at this point, listing appointment, right?
You can do this.
Because frankly speaking, there are programs that offer us that, right? Like Mankind is one I use, and they offer us a pretty good rate plus, they do the full-fledged like communication up until the point the person's ready to meet or at least talk in person, right? So these are things based off my experience, I have to share with you because I don't want you to treat us like a rookie. We've been doing this, quite frankly, for some time. And over the past 2 years, I've personally probably spent like 10,000 on lead generation, which resulted.
So we spent 5,000 a year, maybe 3,000. I hope you put them in their place, right?
No, he didn't. Look at that fucking smile.
Amazingly, right? So we are in a position that we want to spend money, but I don't want to waste your time, and I don't want us to waste your time, more importantly, because I've gone through this.
What?
But I don't want to waste your time, and I don't want us to waste your time, more importantly.
I don't want to waste your time, and I don't want us to waste your time.
He's a bit retarded, but yeah.
Importantly, because I've gone through this maybe with like 6-7 companies, and out of the 6-7, we've signed up with 3. So the stage is yours. I think I gave you more than enough information about where we stand, right? And I think rightfully you should know these things because, it's fair that you know what we've experienced. Saves you time instead of giving us the full presentation. You can kind of tell us if you are able to provide us with seller leads or buyer leads within the Durham region, preferably, but GTA is also GTA is obviously a very big area, right? So another thing is some companies offer, we don't pay up until the lead has been like, or we close a sale or something like that. So I've never had experience with any of those companies. Do you guys offer something like that?
So what exactly do you mean? Do you mean if we offer that you pay for every lead or that you don't pay at all at the beginning?
Yeah, like some companies have pay per lead, right? Some companies have like if we'll give you an X amount of leads for 1 month, and you only pay once the deal has closed. I think one crazy person offered that. I'm not expecting that, but something along the lines of like we want a fair program. We don't want to spend money for 3 months and not be able to close a single deal because the leads aren't as good as they might seem. And we have a good system where we go through every single detail, and our customer service is amazing, which is why we're consistently busy in real estate, right? So we want something that.
How is it he doesn't want to do any work, but he has a very good system to work with all his leads and he's good at customer service?
Bro, he was talking so much bullshit. What should I say if I got like a bullshit storm like this? What should I say?
You have to pick up on things. I'm confused. You say you want customer service, but you only want someone when they're ready to sign. Doesn't that contradict the customer service aspect?
Well, say that again. I didn't get it. What do you mean? So you said you have great customer service, but you don't have any customers.
No, you have a great system and you're great at customer service. You only want to have someone transferred over to you to when they're ready to sign. But wouldn't it be best to utilize your customer service to sign even more people? I'm just a bit confused.
Mm-hmm. Utilize the customer service to get people to sign.
Yes. So why do you like ready to sign?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but everything else you mentioned is kind of cool, like live transfer calls, face to face. That's fine.
That's really effective and not a waste of time or more importantly money.
Mm-hmm. So let me get this straight. You want buyers and sellers, or especially sellers in GTA and in Durham, correct?
Yes. Primarily in Durham.
Primarily
Oh, what is this?
in Durham. Good. So the average listing price, well, generally in Ontario, it is about 730,000, I would say, correct?
I would say more than that.
Even more.
Close to it, more than that.
About this region. Okay. So before I dive in, just let me
See, guys, only the arrogance of our Jewish friend can you be contradicted, just ignore the contradiction, which is good.
I would say more than that.
Even more.
Close to it, more than that.
about this region. Okay. So
The audacity you need to have to be able to do this. It's very good and it's a bit outrageous.
before I dive in, just let me know, what is your broker split? So for example, we have $1 million sell.
Yeah.
What's the take home from that after
We're at 85-15.
85-15? Okay.
Yeah.
And you get 2.5, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So I would say let's cut straight to the chase and let's
I hope you're not about to show the fucking presentation.
You fucking retard.
What should I have done?
Well, they said you don't have the qualifiers, and you just went, okay. Why the fuck are you taking them at their word? Can you see how they're dressed? One guy has a fucking watch the side of a fucking moon, and the other one's wearing a baseball cap backwards like he's gonna go rob someone. Do you really think this guy can close deals given how long he's been fucking talking, trying to articulate a simple point?
What should I have done? Bro, shut the fuck up. I'm not talking to you and hang up.
He said, look,
No.
you understand I need to find out how good you are, so I'm going to find out how good you are. You ask your questions.
And also, you simply say, what? Look, you say this, what you're looking for, we can provide, but first I need to know more about you. What is your process? What are you lacking? Why don't you have a system to get more sellers? You say you're pretty much closing a deal per month. Why aren't you closing more than that? You have time. What are you doing with your time? And just shit on them. Yeah? Terrible. No rapport was fucking built. You were just a bitch.
Yeah, bro, I didn't know what to do. I was like, bro, like,
Ask them the
drop
fucking
me.
question. Ask
okay,
them
so
questions.
so what is the process? How do you currently get your buyers and sellers? What's your main method of outreach? Boom. Answer.
But you didn't do it, did you? You're fucking McDonald's, man. Go flip burgers.
Where? Who?
Yeah, you love fucking taking orders from people. Go flip some fucking burgers.
No, bro. No, I just okay. But next time I'll just okay. So, what's your process? What's the system behind it? What do you want?
Yes,
I need
the
to know.
fucking questions you're meant to fucking ask. Yes, you're meant to ask them. Well done.
Okay.
Yes,
I will just show you. Let's do the presentation. Okay. Perfect.
You're screen sharing?
Yes, I'm screen sharing. Just sharing right now. Okay.
Oh my goodness, coming
It's gonna
down.
rain, man. Like, the hell?
Perfect.
I want this.
Why the fuck am I looking at a Canva?
Did you not have it prepared, you fucking idiot?
Okay, I have a call. Yeah, I did another call where I will next time I will prepare it. So I just share the tab with a ready presentation.
It's good these
Why-
guys are
why-
retarded. But fuck.
Why don't you have it open? Why isn't it ready?
I was a bit retarded, but it's yeah. I won't do it again. Okay. I will have it ready. Okay. I promise. I promise. There we go. So at Irondex, we're the best partner for securing more closed deals every month. I particularly stress partners here because we are there to direct you towards the goal. We run everything through your accounts. Everything goes through you, and we lead you towards, well, eventually getting more buyers and sellers, or particularly sellers in GTA and particularly there, right? So the 4-step process that we're talking about. As it seems to me, the problem that you had was the deals or people that you got from all of these lead gen services, correct me if I'm wrong, they were not qualified enough. So you didn't really know for a fact.
Again.
How the
You're doing it
fuck do
again.
you know? How do you know?
Bro, because he literally said, "Oh, I have to. I don't know if he's actually a buyer or seller. He's so they're reluctant. I want a buyer or seller who's actually."
When the
That's
fuck
what he
did they
said.
use the word reluctant?
Sometimes, like he actually said it. Yeah.
Do you think it's better to tell someone what their problem is or make them feel the problem and present a solution?
Make them feel the problem, but I didn't make them feel the problem because the rapport building was not good enough.
Yes, and then you just said, here's the solution I think you need. How the fuck do you think that? You're trying to sell it. It's clearly obvious you're going to tell them that your product is the solution. Or you're going to tell them they need a fucking website, which is something you don't do.
Useless.
Okay, they're willing to buy right now or willing to sell right now. Am I correct?
That's right.
How on earth are you gonna control when people are gonna fucking buy, whether it's now, in 3 months, 6 months, or 9 months?
Bro, we're looking for people who are active, like who want to buy or sell now, right?
How? You don't understand real estate, do you?
Well, understand a bit, but like people not always want to buy. They don't always want to buy straight away. Sometimes
But
they
you're
want to
coming
wait.
across that you will only give people straight away. That's what you're saying. So what happens when you give someone who's 3 months away but very good, but then they complain because you've set the wrong expectations?
So, what should I have said? Like
High quality
Nothing.
buyers.
high
You
quality
should have
buyers.
done a lot. Like, I'm pretty sure you just, like, this whole call, you're about to dig yourself into more holes.
So this is where we have our 4-step process. So at the beginning, obviously, we create a Facebook ad campaign. We tweak and test these ads to get the lowest CPL on the market. As you can see here, we have $4.94 cost per lead. In some cases, it's even lower than that. But overall, despite our ad experts being very good at what they do, this doesn't matter because these leads, they're not pre-qualified yet. So this is where our ISAs come in and pre-qualify every single one of the leads. So we ask the right questions. We say, okay, what's the budget? How many garages? How many kitchens? How many dishwashers? All of this information.
You don't need to do this if you're about to play a fucking call afterwards with someone else doing this. Why are you spending time?
So how do I do this process now? How do
I
I
will show
run it
you
quickly, like-
in the next screen how we qualify.
Okay. So we find out exactly what the criteria is. And if we see, okay, it's a good fit for you. This is a buyer or a seller who's actively in the market right now. Only then we transfer them to you. Make sense? So obviously some buyers or sellers are not willing to do it straight away. They're looking for better times or better interest rates than right now, for example. So, or are not able to afford it at the time. So we'll keep them in the loop. We'll update them in the nurturing phase. So we both pre-qualify them and we keep them updated. So let me just show you a demonstration of how this pre-qualifying process exactly works. Okay. I'll just play this one.
Why do you need to say, I'll play this one?
What else should I say?
You need to fucking say that. Look.
So we both pre-qualify them and we keep them updated. So let me just show you a demonstration of how this pre-qualifying process exactly works. Okay. I'll just play this one.
You said the same thing twice. Why?
Then let me show you how this process of pre-qualifying leads works. That's it.
and then you press play.
Yes.
But you didn't.
No, I didn't.
You
I
said
didn't.
bullshit. Boy.
I said it twice, right? Didn't I? Yes.
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 Why?
I won't say it twice. Yes, I will. No, I won't say it twice anymore. Yeah. And
Sorry,
yeah.
I had you on mute.
Just a sec.
Be a
Just a question.
two-bedroom,
Should I ask
maybe-
which one I should take, or should I just play the one on the left?
Doesn't matter.
Right now, because
They are vetted to this and
yeah,
to set the appointment.
Why don't you finish the whole call?
Like because like at the end she's like, oh, I would probably have a lot of questions and like stuff
Yeah,
like that.
Ishmael, this is Lewis.
Ryan,
They are vetted by ensure this connection. How this transfer works. We set the appointment. You get there. They are vetted by our seller. They want to buy or sell right now, and we basically ensure this connection so you can meet them in real life.
Don't ever use the word basically.
Make sense? Not bad.
Yeah.
Would you like to see any of that, the live transfer or appointment booking videos, or is the process clear?
No, it's pretty straightforward.
Or some others, if you would like.
Pretty straightforward. Okay, why is it not 100% straightforward?
You're asking.
Trying to pull. You're not meant to be their fucking friend. Right now, you're their cock. I hope you. I want to let you know.
The girlfriend you don't have is currently fucking them.
No, it's fine. Yeah, I'm
No.
familiar with it.
Let's move on. Okay, so as I said earlier, some people.
Why do you need to say, as I said earlier?
Will
What
only
did I
buy
say?
or
I
sell
said
the
it
next
earlier.
6 months.
So our follow-up mastery, boom.
To 12 months, or maybe even
The less words you guys use, the better you sound. Simple. It makes all the difference in the world. Use less words, you will do better.
later than that. But we want to keep them in the loop. For example, if I send you Rosa, yes, a 460K buyer, she wants to know, okay, what buyers, what properties have been listed within the region which are relevant to her budget and to her criteria. So we'll send her these properties from our system so you can close the deal with her eventually. So she always stays updated of what's currently available in GTA and in Durham. Yes. And obviously for sellers, we all know sellers are nosy people. They want to know what's going on in the market. They want to have all the information. So we tell them, we reach out to them via text or via phone calls, and we just let them know, okay, this and that just closed.
We let them know, okay, this and that.
What do I tell? This property just sold, or what?
Yes, not this and that. We let them know what's sold in their vicinity.
Within
In
this
their
and this
facility.
property was just sold within the last month, for
Vicinity.
example. And then after this, there's a link with your contact, so they can contact you if they want to sell the property, right?
Yep.
Any questions about the follow-up?
Not any fucking questions. Do you see how this will get you to close more deals? Would you like it if one of the buyers we sent you sent up a follow-up call saying they want to see the house that we sent them? Would you like it if a seller wanted to know more information about someone else's house? Do you think that will get you more deals?
Mastering.
Mm-hmm.
No, seems pretty straight up.
No,
So this part here is about you, because we can only make money if you make money. So if you make money, we profit from this. So we
Why are you saying the same shit twice? Again,
want to make sure you guys are making money. So in the weekly calls, I will be there. I will be checking in if the deals are going well, if there are any things we need to improve on closing deals, so we can ensure that we maximize the number of deals that we close from the leads that we sent you, from the hot active leads that we sent you, right?
Okay.
So we sent you.
see how by me touching point and asking about everything that's said we're more likely to secure all the follow-ups, arrange more appointments, and close more deals. Would you guys have any issues with this? Could you do with that extra accountability? You need them to be reacting to you, not just listening to you speak shit.
Okay. So could you guys handle, or could you guys deal with this extra accountability? Okay.
Do you think this extra accountability will allow you to close more deals?
Right. Big.
Going from
Us, US testimonial. Ontario's market is like insanely different than the US market. And these seem like US testimonials.
Yeah.
US is highly populated.
The one you played is in Canada.
I didn't know
US
that.
has a much higher sales volume. We don't, right? So the program works guaranteed. I know that based off what it sounds and the follow-up system, but it would be beneficial for us to know the numbers and facts behind.
So would you say that in Ontario, there are currently lots of active buyers and sellers right now in the current market?
No.
Bullshit.
No,
That's
maybe
actually
a
fucking
bit more
bullshit.
sellers, maybe a little bit, or even in general,
We have
we don't
desperate
have,
sellers.
yeah, we have desperate sellers, but
And
we
we
don't
have-
have a lot of buyers.
Yeah, there's a lot of buyers who have money, but nobody's making the move right now because the interest rates are
Interest rates
high.
are high.
Right, that's the current market we sit in. So again, and the sellers that are coming out are the ones that are paying a very high rate and they're desperate to sell. Those are the only properties, majority of those properties are the ones that any smart seller who has money right now is not selling because they're not getting the most for their property. The only ones selling are the ones that
Need to
are
sell.
desperate or are in a comfortable position and they have good money either way. They're going.
Do you know what you fucked up? Can I tell you what you fucked up? Who did you book a call with?
The black guy, KO'd.
They're both black. Just one's darker than
No, one is like Iranian or something.
the other. Anyway. So why are you letting the Iranian do all the speaking?
But literally, the black guy is literally like his minion. Look at him.
He's the guy.
Because he turned back the time 400 years does not mean that you can't talk to him.
Bro, look, like it seems like the guy with the baseball cap who's gonna rob the next bank around the corner. He looks like he's in charge, right?
So what?
No, he's not.
You need to speak to
He's-
both.
No. He's not in charge. You needed to separate this. You needed to understand what that fucker was doing. Right? You needed to understand that guy's weaknesses. This guy's more competent. We don't want to speak to him because we're not going to be working with him. We're going to be working with the black guy.
But the black guy needs approval from the other guy, from the Iranian.
No,
dude.
he doesn't. He doesn't. If you listen in the beginning of the call,
He's a pussy.
he
Look at
was
him.
saying, "You've done this before. Can you sit in on this?"
So it's just tell him the guy with the baseball, like, hey, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to your black friend. What should I
Well,
say?
the day, one speaking to anyone and one asking any questions. That's where you first fucked up, right? There's been no questions asked towards him, but that's the guy you need to target.
The black guy. Okay, but how do I tell him? Hey, so I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to your friend. I'm talking to KO, right?
That's how you say
Oh.
it.
No way.
You say,
Bro,
"Am I going to be
that's-
working with both of you or one of you? Who am I working with?"
Ooh. I'm working with one of you. Who am I working with? Okay.
No, am I working with both of you or one of you? Because from my understanding, I was working with one of you. Is it one or both?
Okay.
Wait, just to get this right, so it's the guy with the cap is just talking for the black guy, but you're working with the black guy, not the guy with the cap.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's
So
who we
that
call him.
okay, that makes
So
sense.
the
Okay.
black guy is KO'd and the other guy is like whatever he's called. Tyrannosaurus. I don't know what he's called. There's a weird name. Yeah.
That's one of the things where you fucked up. That other guy is a lot more pullable. Yeah, I think you could beat this guy as well, but you needed your targeting to be done properly, and you literally should have said, "Look, you're here to watch to make sure everything is okay. So please just do that."
So he just watches and I talk to the black guy, right?
Yes.
He just watches. Okay. Actually later in the call, the Iranian guy he leaves and then I talk to the black guy only because yeah.
He's still fucked up.
Going to buy
Okay,
something.
also
very
real
nice.
quick,
So
sorry. So then, if you were to
it's
say where in the call would you say? So in the beginning, you should have said
Yes.
that, and
The second that this happened, all you have to say is, guys, who's my main focus? Who am I talking to? Am I talking to both of you at the same time? Who am I mainly speaking to? That will clarify things and get this Iranian guy to sit back.
okay.
it's not a great market for us at the moment.
Yep.
But we had people, the desperate sellers, for example, what you just mentioned. There's still a number of them, and there's a plethora of them still.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Yes.
So why don't we target them? If there is this market available, why don't we take these people?
So
But why don't we? Why don't you? Right? It sounds like you don't have any fucking plan. You're like, guys, let's take a U-turn and do this. Yeah. Once again, you're deviating, making yourself look weaker.
So
Allowing
why
yourself to adapt. You never adapt your service to someone else's wants. You do one thing. You specialize in one thing. You don't fucking bend. Yes? It's for people who don't know shit. Say, let me do everything, please, please, please. Right? That's where you're fucking up. Right now.
here's another thing, right? Like in the GTA, there's 90,000 realtors, maybe more. Out of the 90,000 realtors, about 5,000 to 10,000 have business, right? And we fall in that 5,000 to 10,000 mark. And like we do a lot of prospecting and lead generation. Like I have an active lead generation company right now who has promised me about 15 leads for the month, and I paid them 2,000. Full disclosure. But here's the funny part: they're not even able to provide me with more than 3 leads, and it's the 17th today, 18th today, right? So they have 12 more days to provide me with those leads. They're not going to be able to provide me with those leads because it's not like people aren't making the move right now.
No one's getting 15 sellers. I don't know if it's buyers and sellers. No one is getting 15 sellers a month. It would have to be specific bullshit happening in a market for that to happen.
Okay? And we specifically asked them for seller leads.
Not fucking happen. Not fucking happen.
So this means that seller leads this means seller leads or sellers closing, because there's a difference. Because I think we could provide 15 seller leads, right? Or not?
No, you couldn't. No, you
No.
couldn't.
No, you couldn't.
There aren't enough sellers that get attracted to the ads and shit. It just doesn't happen. There's always more buyers.
Oh, okay. So
So
what
then,
should I
what would you
say?
say is the ratio for
Yeah.
sellers and buyers? Like
80 to
out of
20
how
to
many?
90 to 10.
It's 90 to 10.
80 to 20 to 90 to 10.
What the fuck? Okay.
Okay.
They're not able to find seller leads. And we got one seller lead, but overall, the point being is, even these companies that we're paying, to me, 2,000 a month is a lot of money, right?
Yep.
And if I'm not closing a deal from it, it makes no sense for me, right? Like if I don't get the 12 leads by the end of this month, I'm canceling the program, right? Because you're not the only one doing this, frankly speaking. Just like real estate, we're not the only ones, doing it.
Nice response. You've got idiots working for you, so they're not in the same bracket as me. Yeah. So don't say they do what I do, because they clearly can't do anything.
So you have idiots working for you, but you have no idea what I'm doing.
Yes.
We're both very replaceable in the industry we're in. So if I am not able to replace
So you laugh.
in the industry we're in, so
Who the fuck is laughing? Useless. Shit cool. This is a shit cool.
What were you saying
I'm-
last week?
I'm-
You're gonna fucking close?
I'm disappointed. Shit cool.
So I shouldn't have.
I am
Yeah.
not able to provide for my client, my client will move on to another guy because there's so many realtors in the GTA, right? Just like the lead generation program, there's
What he's saying is fucking benign. If you do not provide, you lose. Simple. It's irrelevant. What is he saying?
He's just talking shit. He's like, oh yeah, if there are no leads, and
And you're not calling him out on your shit, on his shit.
bro, I was like, I don't know, it was really weird. Like he was like, oh yeah, I'm such an expert. Like I should have like crumbled him, right? Like, hey, you're shit.
I could Google it right now and I'll come up with like 10 different programs, right? So the reason why I'm being like this, bro, is because trust me, I've spent so much money on lead generation. I just don't wanna waste my money anymore. I've done my fair share of wasting money, right? So I need like pretty much guarantees at this point, because my work speaks for itself. His work speaks for itself, right?
And you didn't humble them when they say that.
You don't even know.
You don't even know how many deals they fucking closed. You're useless. You don't even know how many deals they closed. So you can't say shit. When he says we speak for ourselves, you don't know whether he's bullshitting or not, because you didn't ask him fucking questions.
So how many deals? Let me get this straight. How many deals are you closing? How
You
many?
know these fucking questions. You know these questions. Why you just didn't ask them?
He was like, "Oh, get straight to the
Don't
point."
make fucking excuses. Don't make excuses. It's your fuck up.
Okay, yeah. So always ask the fucking questions, whoever it is.
Yeah,
If
you
you-
should
Yes.
just ask
Ismael
him.
earlier
Yes.
said, if I'm dealing with a very smart person, I should just do logic.
You're not fucking dealing with a smart person, and you're not being logical about it. Is he that smart when he's saying, "If you don't do your work, you will be replaced"? Oh, that's truly intellectual if I ever saw one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Like he's probably a bit retarded, but okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
No,
just
you are the retard. You are the retard here.
what do you mean?
Why are you surprised with your mouth open?
Huh?
You are the retard in the situation, not him. Because
Well,
you have no fucking ammunition. Because you sucked dick. You have no ammunition. This whole fucking call is pointless. You have nothing to utilize to your benefit. And you know what the worst part is? They spend money and they speak as though they're ready to spend it. Yes, but you have no fucking ammunition to utilize because you don't know what they've done. You don't know what the fucking targets are. You don't know how they're doing their fucking work. You don't know shit. So when he says we speak for ourselves, you can't argue against it.
And how do you ask for a question when this guy just in the beginning said like I don't want you to ask me like if 1,000 question? Do you just do it or?
Yes.
Tell him
Because someone asks you to do it, you think you don't. You're not an order taker.
very simple. You tell them, I need to know where you're at to know where I can take you. So I need to know questions. I need to know what you're doing to see how I can implement myself into that. You want me to lie to you and say it's going to work? I don't know enough about you to know if it's going to work. So, my questions. Are you ready?
Okay.
Terrible call.
And you
They
can know
have money. Don't know anything. Useless.
And we're succeeding in what we're doing, right? So we know we're not the problem, and we know you're not the problem. But
What the fuck does that mean? I'm not the problem. You're not the problem.
Yeah, I was just. Yeah. Should I interrupt him if he
quality
says
of
shit?
lead,
Or what should I say?
You sucked dick in the beginning. This whole is you sucking dick. This whole. You have no option. You have no ammunition.
leads out there might be the problem in the current market, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right.
And you can't call him on his shit that he's the problem because you don't know what the fuck he does. So when he says, I'm not the problem, you're not the problem, you can't say shit. You have to sit there and accept it.
So, and you're the expert in that. So I don't know. No matter
How are you an expert and how are you replaceable? How the fuck does this work?
Well, replaceable.
what you tell
expert.
me right now, I'm gonna have a hard time believing you.
How the fuck are you the expert and he's gonna have a hard time believing you? And you're dealing with what you believe be smart people. I guess it's all relative, isn't it?
Well, he's not particularly smart. He was just like, piping up and like, oh, I know so much. You go to the chase. Yeah.
Useless.
That you can provide us with like top-notch clients who, if we're closing like $2 million homes, we're getting paid a good amount of money. When we get paid a good amount of money, we have no problem paying you your fee.
Of course.
But spending like $2,000 a month, I don't even know what your prices are, but for my other company, like we've closed maybe 4 deals now with that company, right? So it makes sense to continue paying whatever we're paying, and we've only done it for 3 months. So if we're adding on a lead generation company, we're like really thinking about who we're adding on and who we're not. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yes, I understand what you're saying.
This is the part where you suck dick. Watch.
But what would you say? What is the reason? All these companies you've worked with, you said has been 7 so far. Am I right? And you rejected
buyers, some sellers, and some of them providing us with pre-construction buyers. Right. So my concern is, look, I love lead generation programs. I'm open to trying yours too. My concern is more the market. Like, you know, and correct me if I'm wrong. Like, I just think in today's market, like maybe for another 6 months, it's not a smart idea for Ontarians, realtors, to sign up for lead generation programs, because just the quality of leads right now is not the greatest, and that's because of the interest rates.
What if it's actually like this? Yeah.
But what the fuck are you on the call? If that's true, why the fuck are you on the call looking for lead gen? It's not a good idea to get lead gen.
And also, when it's yours, not you speak. Shut the fuck up and listen. Yes. At this point, you tell him, "Cool. Give me 45 days. Give me 2,000. Let me show you how good I am."
45 days.
If I 2,000, yeah, I'm not playing a game of quantity with you. I'm playing a game of quality. You don't care how many people I send you. You care what I send you. Give me 45 days. And then I want you on a 2K retainer. Why? Because you know they're paying other cunts 2K retainers.
Okay, so give me 45 days. I will send you the lead.
It's based on this. Based on this school. I'm giving you anecdotes for other schools. This is based on this school. He's literally saying, I don't know if you're good, and I don't want to pay a retainer. Cool. 45-day trial followed by a monthly retainer upon continuation.
45-day trial, this setup fee 2,000, and then monthly retainer. You can cancel within 45 days. Boom.
Yes.
Okay. 45-day trial. Okay.
You understand?
But now we continue for another 27 minutes. And what we go over?
And what the interest rates have done to the Ontario market, you'll understand completely what I'm saying.
Deep.
Yeah, so like at this point, can we just like bullshit that? How are you not like getting to sellers and buyers, because my other clients are selling and buying? Can we like bullshit that?
You can, but they're gonna then ask you who your clients are, and you're gonna have to bullshit that.
Okay.
I would rather have you sign up for the full year next year. You know why? Because next year the US will have elections. When they have elections, their interest rates go down. When theirs go down, ours come down. When ours come down, buyers have power. When buyers have power, sellers get more for what they want.
Everybody's happy.
Everybody's happy. So next year is looking like a great year for everyone in Ontario who's consistently making sales. So this year particularly, if I sign up for something, like I pretty much need a board, like a guarantee that says, hey, we're gonna get you these leads, you're gonna close on them, right? There's some program out there that says guaranteed one deal you'll close a month, or your money back guarantee, something like that, right?
I should have asked. Why didn't you hop on with this deal?
Alexander, when I pause, it's not for you to speak. Yes, I guarantee you, I'm asking your opinion. Yeah. He wants a bullshit benign guarantee. Fucking give it to him. Yeah? Useless.
Hey, what should I give? What should the guarantee be?
45 days for me to impress you. If you're not impressed, money back. Yeah? I
2,000 back.
Huh?
So I work for free. 2,000 back or what?
Not if you do your fucking work.
So okay. So 2,000 upfront.
2,000, 45 days. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. We'll put in the contract. It's in your discretion if we continue or do not. I do not want to be stressed by quantity. I want to be stressed by quality, because that's how my clients close deals. Give me 45 days. I'll show you the moon and stars, and you want me to marry you.
I would disagree with that, Ishmael. And instead of 45, I do 90 days. Do you know why? Can't get a charge back.
There you go.
Even those, like I've picked their brain the same way, and not many people, sound confident in providing, the least. And again, I love your presentation and all, but it doesn't apply to us. And I'm speaking very directly.
How does it not apply to you if we're providing buyers and sellers? If we are unable to do our work, it doesn't apply to anyone in the world. On the basis that we are able to do our work, it applies to you. So what do you mean?
Ishmael, also quick question. So it was from like the last pause you mentioned guarantee. So then, because I noticed that then you bring up the ad spend $1,000 a month, and they're like, oh, that like you can't.
Not guaranteed.
Yeah, because they just don't like the $1,000 that they can't get back. Like, what do I say to that?
Yeah, good point.
Because that $1,000 is like a risk. That's just risk all on them, since we don't have to do anything with that $1,000.
You have to highlight that $1,000 is nothing.
Okay.
Back on the taxes.
It is chop change. That as well. They can put it onto their taxes. I believe it's depending where it is, 50% of advertising can be removed from taxes. Yeah.
Okay.
Frankly, because these are not testimonials. You pulled me up testimonials from Ontario and the stats for the 3 to 5 agents that you've signed up, and you show me that they've closed deals. I'm all in. You have my word. But until you can't show me that, it's gonna take a lot of convincing for us to sign up. And we got the money. We're open to getting the lead generations, but you have to understand from our point of view why these numbers are important to us. Because you tell me, hey, the 3 to 5 agents, whoever signed up, they've all closed deals in the last 3 months. Sounds attractive to us, right? Why shouldn't we become the 6th or 7th agent to do the program? But we can't go off of these testimonials. We can't go off of numbers that are associated outside of Ontario. Forget Canada, outside of Ontario, right? Ontario is very broad, like outside of GTA is what I should be saying, right? Which, like, logically speaking, that makes sense for us. You get what I'm saying? So, I would 100% go through with this, but I just need to see like guaranteed numbers, like stats for GTA, Ontario, not US or elsewhere in the world.
You said this is working with other lead generation companies. Those are your stats. It works. The only thing is, do I work? That's all you're asking. Will I put in the work? If other people can do it, I can do it. It's very simple. It's a very simple process. It's not too complicated. As you said, I'm an expert.
Quick question, Ismail. So basically, he should have bullshit him, but wasn't able because he didn't ask the question right. So he should have asked the question and then bullshit him on all the shit he is talking.
Yes, Alexander is fucked here because he's on his knees right now and the guy's belt is off.
Yeah.
I don't care about that. It doesn't matter to me, and I know people in the States, like, they're killing it because there's so much, it's highly populated. People are constantly buying and selling. So anybody can go there and
You have to call him out on his shit. The States is the size of fucking Europe. Yes, there are places that are rural. There are places that are densely populated. Making this benign comment is pretty much saying life is unfair. It's not. You have to work hard. But Alexander, as we know, you don't know how to work.
make at least one sale a month because of how active their market is. And
the fact that he's saying they make at least one sale a month, yes, indicates how shit he is. But because you don't know anything about them, when they said that their numbers speak for themselves, you can't call them out on their shit. And you can't put any pressure or any pain.
their property values are cheaper, so
That was just not true.
they might not be making as much as us, but their sales volume is higher. So, like, again, states and all of these testimonials won't apply to us at all, right?
It can be logically shit on a corner pop.
And I'm only telling you this because I like your effort. I like your presentation.
He's putting you down because that's where you belong.
But any other realtor who knows what they're doing, they're gonna tell you the same thing, that they want to see testimonials from Ontario, not anywhere else. Just to be fair, You know,
Yeah.
it's a smart thing for us to do this because
Who the fuck said yeah there? Don't tell me that was you.
don't then. And last year I signed up for a company where they were showing me, you know, testimonials from the US, and I made that mistake. This is why I'm so. And last year I smart thing for us to do this because we don't then. And last year I signed up for a company. I'm only telling you this because I like your effort. I like your presentation. But any other realtor who knows what they're doing, they're gonna tell you the same thing, that they want to see testimonials from Ontario, not anywhere else. Just to be fair, you know, it's a smart.
So you accepted his entire statement.
What should I have said, bro? What are you saying? What you're saying is completely untrue, because
Yes.
what?
What the fuck do you want to do? Yes. He's saying this is why we're not going to sign up, and it's because you're a nice guy. I'm telling you this, and you're there like, okay, yes.
What should I say? Hey,
You have to logically break down why what he's saying is bullshit and get him to accept that. Who on earth are you going to close if they say this is why I'm not going to sign up and you agree? Who the fuck are you going to close? What do you speak for the next 24 minutes?
bro, I probably tell him about the pricing and stuff, and like the guy with the cap, he leaves, so I have the black guy, and I talk to him.
I'm going to fast forward to the black guy. This is painful. Very disappointed in you. Very disappointed. I was expecting better from the school. But what was crazy about the school? You said this was a super crazy call.
Yes, he was dominating. Like he came in and he was like asking me questions. I was like, this never happened before. Normally I ask the questions, but now he was like, hey, I'm not a rookie. I know what I do. So yeah, this was confusing to me. Like I was like, what? Yeah.
Cool. Let me teach you guys something. Yeah.
Yes.
This applies heavily to real estate and any niche where people are good at selling. Yes. So this applies to a lot of you. Yeah. Sales is a fucking dance. We've got two guys who can sell. I've seen it. I've done sales calls with guys who can dance. You're basically flirting. Yeah. It's as close as flirting can get between two men before it's homosexual shit. Right? Because you make an offer. They give me a counter. You don't want to give a counter. You want them to give a counter. And it's a fucking dance of who's better. And you'll know at that point, well, none of you at that point, but when you get there, you'll know that it's happening because both of you will understand, you both know what the other party is doing. And it's a fun dance. There's a lot of silence, but you currently right now are a peacock. You put your fucking feathers up, exaggerating how good you are, and then you put them the fuck down. Yeah? You said how many clients you had in this? How many? 200 something, right? 237? You told them you have 237 clients, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Do you sound like a man who has 237 clients?
Well,
If you had 237 clients, would you let this happen?
no. Like I would have been like, hey. Like,
So why are you letting it happen?
like that thing is like, then show me proof you got these clients, you know?
Yes, it's called in the fucking attitude. You would tell them, shut the fuck up, sit the fuck down, and maybe you'll learn something today.
But I
You
won't
could
say.
have logically broken down saying you are wrong. The States, very big place, size of fucking Europe. Some locations more expensive, some locations cheaper. How the fuck is he saying his property is more expensive than all of America? Yeah, you cower down like a bitch. Terrible, terrible,
Okay.
terrible.
Just compare. Okay, America is the size of Europe. Some locations are cheaper, some are more expensive, and what you're saying is completely wrong.
What I'm telling you is not difficult. It's common fucking sense. Nothing to break down.
Just
No
break it down.
logic used. No logic used from typical. Yeah. Fuck. I wanted to leave your call in outrage, but we don't have enough fucking time. I wanted to do Kenneth's call. Fucking terrible. Fucking useless.
So we actually did a follow-up call. Like we organized a follow-up call for Thursday.
Well, fucking cancel it, you fucking idiot.
What?
You can't provide them what they fucking think you're going to provide.
No, they said, okay, we need to talk to another agent and we'll
No. You cannot. You said you're going to give them hot, ready to buy fucking leads. You cannot do that.
How much did you price your sellers at? How much did you price your sellers at?
What do you mean? A meeting with a seller, you mean?
Yes. How
Yes.
much is an appointment?
$600.
Canadian, right?
Well, we haven't specified, so let's say Canadian. Yes.
Cool. Yes. Well, they're from Canada, aren't they? Yes.
Yes. Ontario is Canada. Yes.
So you're doing 400 euros per seller. One seller will get them 20,000. So you're getting 400 euros to get them something worth $20,000.
But there's no guarantee they close.
You only
Well,
get paid for fucking close.
But like the first 5, they are prepaid, right? So
Terrible call. Guys,
no,
any
but
questions?
what about the first 5? No, seriously. What about the first 5? Like the first 5 that prepaid.
Absolutely useless. Absolutely useless. Kick them out. Fucking terrible. All right. So before we end this, anyone have any general questions or questions specific to this call?
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, go ahead. No problem.
Oh, okay. So I had one, and it was 2 business partners on the call. They basically said they wanted to think it over. I asked them a couple more questions, kept them on the call another 5-10 minutes, and they just kept basically being like, "Look, we just need a day or 2." I just couldn't keep them on the call.
Did they hang up?
No, they basically said, right. I ended up saying, "When are you free?"
No, you fucked up.
And booked it straight in. I know.
Why are you getting them off the call?
I just ran out of things to say to try and keep them on, to be honest with you.
But a Google questions to ask. Give me a second.
Pardon?
Google.
Sorry, you broke up.
Go on ChatGPT, yes? And
yeah,
the whole point is, you want to crack them with different questions. Because they're blocked, but there'll be questions that you can utilize to crack. Right?
Yeah.
So let's imagine you asked me a question. No, sir, I want an answer from you. I'm not getting it. All I'm going to do is ask it 20 fucking different ways until I get my question. Right? Go on ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Let's say,
okay,
we need to think about it. Give me 20 objection handling questions we need to think about this. And just pelt each fucking question at them. Yeah? Boom, boom, boom. Until they end the call. I've reviewed Alexander's other call. He did a very good call. Yeah, so I was disappointed in this one. The person said, look, I need to go. He says, look, you can hang up on me, but I'm not ending this call. So, a few more questions. The guy said to him, look, I'm not rude enough to hang up, but yeah, let's do it. And he asked his questions. Do not end these fucking calls. It will build resilience. You will love it. People will hate you. Welcome to sales.
okay.
Yeah. Okay. Did the people pick you at the call? Do you think they liked you?
To be honest, I don't really care, but I think they did.
Yeah, you fucked up. It is much better to be disliked but understood that you can do the work you're able to do than be everyone signs up.
Okay.
And it works hand in hand. Successful people are cunts. Not all of them, but when it comes to what they do, they're cunts. They won't take shit. They know what they're doing. You have to be that way. And people, that confidence that will come across as competence. Yeah? Tell them, I don't want to leave because I know it will work. I need you guys. Huh?
Sorry. How do you improve it? So, like, to say fuck it and just handle the objections and just like you said, how do you train it?
Do not, when they say I gotta go, pretend you didn't fucking hear it. When they say a second, pretend you didn't hear it. When they say a third time, yes, 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 just a few more questions. Until they hang up and tell you to go fuck yourself, keep them on the call. And for all you know, as you ask questions you're asked, you're going to ask the right one. You're going to negotiate the price correctly. Right? Craig, did you ask them, are you happy at this price point, by the way? Or do you think you could have more favorable terms? Did you ask
We went
that?
through terms. Yeah, we got right to the end. We went through terms.
No, not on the contract. Did you ask them if they were completely happy with the price?
Yeah, that was what I mean, terms of price.
And
They seemed happy with the price. Yeah,
why
they
did
were two old biddies, and they were just like, look, we wanna talk.
Good. So why didn't you tell them, cool, I'll go make a tea?
That's how you did but with me.
Because I can even play on the UK accent on that bit.
Literally. Yeah. Thing is, when I do it, I don't really give a shit. I'll go do some other stuff. I got shit to do. Right? But that's what you say. Someone needs to speak. Go speak. Why must I wait? Why can't you do it now?
Okay.
Of course, you need to get a loan. Call them. Find out. Don't find out later. Find out now. Now. When you say I can't do it now, why? They're gonna shit themselves with it. Okay, I can do it now.
Yeah.
So even if they say something like, "Oh, like he's out of town and he won't pick up my phone" or something like that, you still be like, "Oh, like just give him a call. Why not?" Just
Well, we might as well try.
okay. And then what if that doesn't work out?
I'm talking, say everything goes right. Like there's a good, I'm not saying there is, but say there is a good chance and you've got a feeling you're going to close them anyway, right? Is it better to one or like keep going to a point where you like, if I keep going, they're going to piss off and not buy, or let them and run the chance?
When they say you're pushing too much, all you have to say is, I push this much for my business. So imagine how much I'm going to push for yours to keep growing my business. That's the answer.
Okay.
And then they'll be like, fair enough, actually. You got a good fucking valid point. Yep. Now, as I join another fucking call, because I have another meeting now. Final questions. 5.
What's the best way to find good cities? Because in Naples, where I'm doing, they said it's not it's like a retirement area. So I'm trying to find other areas.
Naples is a very good fucking city.
Like, can it be any big cities? Because if it's like New York,
any place with a high list price, aim for 800,000.
But
okay,
not
okay,
New York and nowhere in California.
okay, got it. Okay.
Well, both states are blacklisted. They're fucked.
Cool. Any more questions? Just leave them to Kian. Kian just kick people out as they ask questions, and if they don't have them, like keep them to the end so they can listen to the questions and then kick everyone out. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And Kian, I wanna we have one now. Cool, ladies. I'll see everyone on the one-to-ones, and if not, I'll see you on the fun group call tomorrow. More call, guys. More calls. Craig, I want to review that call as well. Okay.
Okay, I'll send it.
Cool.
Okay. Questions? Anyone?
No.
Yeah,
Cheers, Ian.
Go for it.
Oh, I have
Andy?
a question. Do you have like a sales script, like just to have like the background?
Do you think Creeper can script anything? And do you think I speak Spanish?
Or just like an English one? Like
Nope,
just so
I
I
don't
will do like report on that.
I don't have a script because if you want a script, you won't fucking understand what you're saying.
Okay.
Who next?
Yes. So I would have a question like it's clearly a thing of self belief and that you can just convince them that you're better than them and you know what you're doing, and how do you improve on that?
You're not convincing them of anything, you're demonstrating. You don't convince anyone of anything in sales. You demonstrate that you are an expert in your field, you know what you're doing, and you can do the job.
And how do you bring out the confidence? You need to have it, or
yeah, you fake it. Fake until you can do it. Where do you live? What city?
Where I live,
What city? Yeah.
Germany, Munich.
Oh, you live in Munich.
Yeah.
There's nice restaurants there, no?
Huh?
There's nice restaurants in Munich, yes?
Yeah, there are.
Do you own a suit?
Yeah.
Go buy yourself dinner.
Can't afford it.
Brokey. Anyone else? Yes, my fucking retarded friend.
Can you send me the recording of our call? Or can I
Maybe.
find it myself? All right,
Maybe.
thank you.
Okay. Izan, do you have any questions before Deep needs some help? It's retarded shit.
Can you give me Kenneth's number?
No.
Shit. Because he's closed like his Instagram on, yeah, and I cannot write him.
We don't want people talking in the group for one simple reason. They're fucking retarded.
Okay.
Everyone here is retarded, apart from you. You're a lady, of course, so you have lady intelligence. But most people are fucking stupid. So, and everyone here is here for a reason because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. And the worst thing that could happen is people keep giving each other advice and they think they can fucking work together. I know what your intention is. Do it tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Should I just like bring some words of downgrading into the dialogue, or
Yeah, every time he opens his mouth, just insult him.
yeah,
That'll make
okay.
me very happy.
Labeling that pen was just painful to my eyes. So yeah, thank you. Bye.
Namaste. All right.